doggone diggity dog. You're just a doggone diggity dog. You've been howling at the moon all night long. You're just a doggone diggity dog.
Hello everybody, it's Mr. Robbie here. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. There are a couple of things I want to bring up and talk about a little bit. The MAGA morons and the Meidas Touch. First, MAGA morons, it is possible to change their mind. It is possible to turn them and bring them over to the right side of history. That's one thing I want to show you and talk about. And the other thing is the Meidas Touch. Remember a couple of weeks ago I posted a video regarding the Meidas Touch, the number one podcast in North America.
Joe Rogan may have some competition. The anti-Trump Meidas Touch podcast snagged the top spot on the charts this week. And right now, it is still sitting at number one on iTunes and Podscribe. So why does this matter? Well, the podcast charts have been dominated by conservative and pro-Trump voices. Some credit them for helping Trump get elected. But now, after just 1 month in office, it seems like America's listeners could be shifting views.
First, I want to thank you all for watching that video. It was watched over 1,100 times, and hopefully it was shared just as many times. I don't know how many times it's been shared, but thank you again. But more importantly, the Meidas Touch has been under fire now since that happened, and under fire by Joe Rogan and his goonies, his goons, his MAGA moron buddies. I wasn't aware of that until just yesterday while I was watching Texas Paul, Coffee with Texas Paul.
Linda Orndorff, the Meidas Touch needs our help. The Rogan bros are giving them bad reviews on their podcast. We need to go to wherever you can. This is a thing, great thing for you to bring up on the round table. You know I love the guys over at Meidas Touch. I really do. Brett, Ben, and Jordy, I consider personal friends. I am a contributor for I haven't said anything in the last week and a half. I've been, like I said, focused on other things, but we're working together. Both Meidas Touch and I are working to get me to contribute more to their platform. And it hasn't been them, it's been me. And I support those guys. They're doing good things. They really are. I don't agree with everything they say. I don't agree with everything with anybody, but these people, it's like I look at the Democratic Party. They're doing the good work, even if I disagree with some things on the platform. But yeah, this is really happening. You got these punk asses that watch Joe Rogan that are just putting bullshit reviews out. They don't even watch the Meidas Touch podcast. They just want their god and leader, the little 4-foot leprechaun, Joe Rogan, to be number one. So they're flooding the Meidas Touch podcast with negative reviews. Counter that. Go wherever you like to, Apple, wherever you like to get your podcast, Spotify, go give Meidas Touch a good review. Counteract this bullshit. This is the kind of stuff that just frustrates me. And when I tell you, this is a perfect example, Linda. Thank you again, Linda. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about we're a community, and I can only go leave one review that'll get counted. Those systems have figured out that if one person leaves 10 reviews, they only count one. You, our community, the size of our community, you can do this. There are 4,000 of us. There was 4,200 of us in a minute ago, 4,300 of us a minute ago. There are 4,000 of us in here right now. You can go leave reviews. If just 10% of you went and left 400 positive reviews for the Meidas Touch podcast, you'd make a huge difference. I mean, you really can change the game. And it doesn't have to be all of us that do it. Just you, the one person I'm looking at and talking to right now.
Now, I'm not a podcast guy. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't watch podcasts. I don't have Spotify. I don't have Apple Music. I don't download podcasts, and I don't listen to podcasts. Though now I might actually start watching or listening to the Meidas Touch podcast because I do like them, and I watch their videos on YouTube, and I subscribe to their newsletter. So I think I will start downloading and listening to the Meidas Touch podcast. I don't know if it's audio or video, whatever it is, I'll get it. But I urge you also to also download or listen to the Meidas Touch podcast. This is what Texas Paul showed here is typical of MAGA. It's typical of a dog that is backed into a corner. All it can do is bark and try to attack. When you have a rabid dog like Joe Rogan and his Goonies playing dirty tricks and like posting negative comments or reviews on more popular and better podcasts and YouTube channels and wherever else they might be, the only thing you can do with a mad, rabid dog is to put it down. And I'm counting on my friends here and all of the Meidas Mighty to also put that dog down. And on a more positive note, not all dogs have to be put down. Some dogs can be fixed. They can be treated, and they can be cured of their sickness. I'm talking, of course, about the MAGA morons out there. Next clip is something I first saw that Adam Mockler first brought up over the weekend, and I was really impressed. It's not the first time that I've seen MAGA morons change their minds, at least on one subject, and Adam Mockler himself has been able to change MAGA morons' minds on a couple of subjects a couple of times. That doesn't mean that they're completely turned, but it is a start. And I saw this clip on Adam Mockler's channel over the weekend, and then I saw it again today on the channel by Tennessee Brando, another. Both of them are contributors to the Meidas Touch, and I like them both. I watch them both. And so I saw this clip again today on Tennessee Brando's channel.
So, all right, Larry, the floor is yours. You got 2 minutes.
First of all, I'd like to apologize to you people. I was invited here to give my support for Bill 401. I have very little knowledge of gay people and things like that there. So when I came here, my eyes were open. I was one of the critics that sat on the side and made the decisions there was only 2 genders. So I got an education that was unbelievable. And I don't know just exactly how to say this, but my perspective for people have changed. So I don't want to take up no more of your time. I'd like to apologize for being here, and I learned a very lot about this group of people.
All right.
And I just want to say bravo to the people in that town hall for letting this old dog learn a new trick. And I'm really very happy because apparently the tide is changing. People's views are changing, and maybe rather quickly, more quickly than we had originally hoped. It is a long journey, and next 4 years are going to be very long and arduous, but we have to keep working to get the word out, to help people, the MAGA morons, help these mad dogs get cured by any means possible, talking to them or showing them videos or explaining things like, how is the ACA different than Obamacare. Well, it's not. And try to explain that to the MAGA morons, especially when Trump only has ideas of what he has ideas of a plan, or whatever he said. He has concepts of a plan. Once he gets rid of Obamacare, which is the ACA, once he gets rid of that, it will be Trump care, which will be no care, because he's already cutting Medicaid benefits, Medicare benefits, Social Security benefits. Let them know that there is a better way. Thank you all again for watching my video, for subscribing, smash that bell, and everything else like that. I also want to thank all of the Meidas Mighty out there. Thank you so much for watching and contributing and sharing my videos. Also, a big thank you and shout out to Texas Paul, Adam Mockler, and Tennessee Brando, and of course the Meidas Touch for bringing to the forefront very important information. Thank you all again for watching. This is Mr. Robbie. You'll see me later.
There is a demented, pathological liar in the White House